Where's the button? There it is. Okay, let's go. Let's go. A couple minutes, sir. I said 12:15. How's it going? Saturday, and just gonna do the regular. Let me know how the volume is. If it can be louder, it's maxed out, so I can't turn it up louder. But I don't want to hear myself with my headphones on, so I'm gonna take them off. But I have them on just in case I need them. Just listen back here if it's good. I said 12:15. How's it going? Saturday. I think we're solid. There we go. It's Saturday, January 15th. It's freezing here, super cold. It's, if you're in Canada, it says it feels like minus 31 Celsius. In Fahrenheit, that's minus 24. I think at a certain point, it doesn't matter if you're Celsius or Fahrenheit. It's all the same. So luckily, my computer here, when I run OBS to do these live streams, the GPU kicks in. It's going to make some heat in here, and it's going to warm me up. Although it's pretty warm in here. So I'll just wait for a few more people to join the chat, and then we'll just chat it up. Chat whatever is new. I'll probably change the title later. I just made it. It's a clickbait title, so you watch. Right? That's the whole point. That's the whole game. It's to get as many people watching. Just one sec. I got to reply to a message. Hold on here. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the chat there. I'm just one sec here. All right, sorry about that. I had to reply to a message. Volume is good. Yeah, I'll just go up to the top there. Danmar 007. Let's see. Lego Batman on Lego Fender amp. That was the thumbnail I picked. I just put a picture. Strings 53. Not lob. I bought it. My Gretsch is on the way. It's your fault. Oh, it's my fault. Sorry about that. It's actually everybody else's fault that I bought one. I haven't replied to a lot of the comments in the video yet. I'll go through that after. But somebody asked, and I didn't respond yet. They said, why did you buy that one? And it came up on my Instagram feed. I follow LA Music. Oh, yeah, the camera's over here. LA Music, I follow them. And the guitar is blue, and it was Gretsch. And that was it. I'm like, and it wasn't crazy expensive. So I'm like, I'll try it. And they sent it over. I bought it, and they sent it over. Volume is good. Cool. Gretsch Zeppelin, hello. Congrats, Strings 53. Yeah, I think Sean McCartney, hello. Don Erickson, how's it going? Volume is fine. Boston Best Eats, good day. The Essex Cat, evening. Guessing you're UK, maybe. Shenanigans from Andrew. Back away from the mic a bit. Back away. See, I got it up too loud. That's the thing. Back away. If I turn it down too much, anyways, let me know. John, it's dark and warm here. It's summertime, right? House 05. Minus 36 here in Thunder Bay. There you go. Minus 40 is minus 40, exactly. Charles Deal, first snow in St. Louis. Steve Rezer, it's cold outside. How's it going? Brian O, hey. What the heck is going on here? One sec. Okay. Where was I? So what are Taki from Joe Good 42? I keep getting messages on my phone. I'm gonna have to turn my phone off. One sec here. One sec here. This is rude. We're trying to do a show, and you're not paying attention. Okay, that's it. Turning the phone over. I'm not looking anymore. Let's trade. What are we talking? Eric Sparks, hello. I got the Imperial Stain 2655 through Sweetwater. It looks beautiful. That's the other Gretsch color. Okay. Andrew Galloway. Let's trade amps for a month. It's -30 where Milan Husk is. Sean, which your recent guitar purchases is your favorite so far? Probably the SG, I think. Clark came for the clickbait. Stay for the chat, of course. House 05. What do you hate about your SG and why? Nothing. I don't hate anything about it. It's really good. Mike Green, how do you like your Cannabis Rex? It's good. That's in the Tweed Princeton. I plan to do an A/B video between the two Princetons, but I'm doing other videos right now, so. 21 Fahrenheit in Delaware from Strings 53. Everybody's saying the weather because it's cold. We're supposed to get a big storm on Monday too. So Matt, that's the thing. Everybody can talk about whether or not you care. Somatic Dust, hello. Gretsch Zeppelin, my ex-roommate drummer moved out without paying last month rent. How long should I wait before selling his cymbals he left behind? It's a good question. How long should you wait? I don't know anything about drums, so I can't answer that. Joy Buzzer got a Mustang Micro. Cool. They're fun. Yeah, it's really fun. Timothy's in Mississauga. That's where LA Music is. Go Leafs go. And it's cold there too. I still want the George Harrison Duo Jet. Too low. What's too low? The volume? That's FRC. Let me hear myself. Let me hear me. Because I turned it down. Up, down. It's really sensitive at the end there. Let's hear it. Still want the George Harrison Duo Jet. You know what? Everybody's got a volume control. They can turn it up or down. I just don't want it to peak. That's all. Turn that off. Okay. All right. George Harrison Duo Jet. I don't remember what that is. Or if I even know what it is. 22 in Sydney, Australia. Wind chill makes it feel like 9. Okay, cool. I get it. The weather. I shouldn't have mentioned it. Damn it. Off topic from Poo Ninja. Inspired by the thumbnail. Can you get Trejo tacos with Rancor meat? Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. It's actually it's Rancor with a C, I think. I think it's the Rancor. Rancor monster. One sec here. Oh, Lamaholga, hey, why is the main bridges from Gatineau to Ottawa made what appears to be repurposed subway grates? Very disturbing to drive over. It's got to be something to do with the weather. That'd be my guess. It's actually like that with from the Canadian border over to Ogdensburg, New York. It's the same kind of thing. And you go up this giant bridge, and you're like, I'm driving on metal see-through railings, basically. Yeah, I don't know. It's got to be something to do with snow and something. I don't know. I'm not what are the guys that make things and drive trains? I'm not an engineer. Ooh, Andrew, what is your take on GODIN guitars? I tried the Stadium HT. I had one last year. It's really good. That's the only one I've tried. So first impressions were awesome. Lumholga, thank you very much for the super chat. No question. Just blue. What is your guitar in your profile? I'll ask you a question. It looks like some kind of Strat thing. Will is asking, what new band, if any, have you been digging lately? I just discovered this band in November. They did a documentary. They're called The Beatles. Yeah, I guess they were a big thing back in the day. No, I don't know. Nothing new, really. No. It's. I think you get stuck. You get stuck with the stuff you grew up with as like a teenager, and then you just takes. I don't know. I just haven't really looked at anything. Nothing new. DMAC, wondering how your Princeton has a lower volumes with pedals, etc. I'm in apartments. I need lower volumes. It'd be too loud for an apartment. Yeah. Tone Master would probably be better. Princeton in the long run, yeah. It really, you got to have it at least between, I haven't done a measurement of the decibels, but I usually have it between 4 and 5, the volume. And if I'm running them in parallel, like I have 2 of them, or in series, I usually have them at 3. And that's not super loud. And then when you crank it up a little bit, they kick in more. Yeah. Hoffner Bass 63. Hey, Landon, hope all is well with you and your family. Thanks. Hope all is well there. Any hardtail Strat fans here? C1. That's what you get when you spend the first 5 minutes of your live on your phone. Weather reports. I know that's my fault. All right, I think I'm almost caught up here. What's your opinion on Floyd Rose on a Strat? Never tried one. I've never Floyd Rosed. I didn't even know that was a guy's name until like a couple years ago. It's his name. His name is Floyd Rose. Floyd Rose. Jeff, is the SC 100% pure hype or only 99.5%? I don't know. I haven't tried one, so I can't say. I was actually surprised there wasn't that many videos about it. It was mainly stores selling it. Doing videos. I was surprised. So they pay attention. Good for them. They didn't send one to everybody. I did a video. I just want to talk about a video I did this week. So I did a couple. Let me bring up my thing here. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm just looking at did a Gretsch video, and the one before that is the one that I thought was really cool. If you haven't seen it, it is, if you haven't seen it, it's, the title was Once in a Lifetime Listing on Reverb. And I don't have my computer set up. I'm having trouble setting up my desktop to show my desktop screen on OBS. I should know how to do this, but I don't know. It's acting up. So I was looking on Reverb for, this is pretty much a recap of the video. I was born in 1979. And once in a while I look up birth year guitars. I'm like 79 Strats and Tellys. Really a Telly would be ideal, but there's a lot of Strats for sure. So I found this listing, and it came up, and it's a store in It's like a mom and pop music store in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And they're listing a bunch of guitars. They have a bunch of vintage guitars. They do lessons. They're selling like a whole bunch of old stuff. And it looks like they came across this batch of 79 Strats that they had stored away, maybe in the basement, or they said in a vault, whatever that means. That could be anything. And there's like, I counted 9 or 10. I think 4 of them are sealed. So it's a 79 Strat Anniversary Edition. And you can buy one of the ones that's in a box. It's never been opened. So you don't even know what condition it's in, except that it's brand new. It's new old stock, like really new old stock. 10K, 10,000 Canadian. I guess you can make an offer too because it's on Reverb. And then they have 4 or 5 that are out of the box, like it's in the sealed case. It's not sealed case, or it's in the case, original case. You get all the stuff. I think that was $97.50. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. And that got me looking at more 79 stuff. So I'm on kind of like a 1979 hunt, looking for 1979 gear. And it's not crazy expensive. I know a lot of people will say it's the worst Fender stuff is the 70s. And I think you can find some good ones. I think there's some bad ones for sure. I've demoed a 79 Strat. My friend let me borrow it. It was really heavy, but it was nice. I liked it. It was just chunky. It was big. It's a hardtail. I think it's black finish. Hardtail. I think it was about 10 pounds. It sounded pretty good through a Marshall that I had at the time. So that was fun. So yeah. So the question is, I guess, to ask everybody here, if you could get a birth year guitar, what model would you get? Doesn't matter if you couldn't afford it. Just what would it be, right? And I said in the video, I'm like, if you're like born in the 50s and 60s, you're kind of screwed in terms of being able to actually get one. Because I looked up the Strats. So I looked up Gibson Les Pauls. Those are heavy. There's excuse me. I found one that's what do they call it? Black Beauty. It's the triple humbucker custom. It's a custom Gibson, 12 pounds. I'm like, oh my God, 12,000. That's how much it costs too. It's a pound per $1,000, and I'm talking Canadian prices because I always list everything in Canadian. Because why wouldn't I? And then most of the Strats, I've seen a bunch of Strats, all different kinds. They can vary from, let's say, 2,000 to 5,000, 6,000, somewhere in between there. It all depends. And didn't see any tellies. They're hard to come across. And I looked on eBay, I looked on Reverb, I looked on eVerb, I looked on Rebay, I looked on Bookface, looked on Twittergram, all those things. I made up half those. Yeah, so if you see weird postings on my Instagram or my community tab about 1979 stuff, it's just because I'm weird. Hey, Hoffner bass, $5. Thank you very much. Play bass and have fun. There you go. Bass is guitar, right? Some people say bass guitar. It's weird. I remember thinking people that play bass. I remember seeing Paul McCartney, or just like I remember seeing friends that were like a bassist in a band, and then he'd be playing an acoustic. I'm like, how can he play guitar? How's that even possible? That's so weird. You can play guitar and bass? Because, you can't. How's that possible? Charles is saying a 72 Strat. This is a way, just so you know, this is a way that I'm going to track everybody's age. This is how I'm grabbing everybody's age. And Google is going to take that and sell you stuff. So there you go. I'm just kidding. 81 Telly. 71 Martin. D28. Per S. Straumschim. I'm saying that totally messed up. Born in 71. There you go. Better Now. What's Better Now? I didn't do anything. Better Man. FRC the volume? I didn't change anything. If I did, it was a while ago. John, funny how the 70s tellies don't have as bad a rap as the 70s Strats. I just thought they all had bad rap. It just seems they're harder to find, as far as I can tell. But we'll see. I'm going to keep looking. I'm looking for a 79. So, I mean, there are 70s and a lot of tellies out there. I'm just looking specifically for a 79. Just because. 64 Mustang. Actually, I found a cool site. If you want to know what it is, it's got all the Fender catalogs. I'm going to put it in the chat here. Maybe I've shared it before. It's really slow. I don't know if they're running on like a crazy slow server. So let me find it here and share it in the chat. So you go to this site. Super slow. Just so you know, it's not your computer. It's not your internet. It's probably their hosting. And you can scroll down. It's got the 79 catalogs. They've got 2, but they're Japanese. But at least you can see the pictures. Can't see the text. And they're in I think they're in a PDF format. But anyways, I was looking at those. It's pretty cool. They have a pretty limited menu. It's kind of like looking at old McDonald's menus, like in the 70s when they had like hamburger, cheeseburger, fry, milkshake, no McNuggets, no Big Mac. You know, same thing. I equate food with guitars. Same idea. So yeah, if I could probably read you the whole catalog right now. They had three Stratocaster models. They had a lead 1, a lead 2. This is the 79 Fender catalog. They have a Telecaster. They have a Telecaster Custom. They have a Tele Deluxe, a Jazzmaster, a Mustang, Bronco. That's a typo. It's supposed to say Music Master, but they spelled music wrong. Then they got 3 Precision basses, 1 Jazz bass, a Mustang bass, a Music Master bass, strings and cables. And they actually have some parts. I'm surprised. They got like bridges, neck plates, and that's it. That's it. No prices in here because it's not like it looks like it's one of those handouts you'd get like at a music store. Pretty cool though. Really cool site. So find your year and you can take a look at what was available at the time. That was pretty cool. If that link didn't work, let me know. But pretty cool. Super slow though. Like I don't know why the site runs that slow. Maybe they got a lot of people hitting it. What else we got? Milan Husk, a 2017 Standard LP. So you're born in 2017. What year is this? Are you old enough to be on a computer? Better Man, great song. Better Now. That's the other version. That was the unreleased. Popper Macca, in that case, 76 Strat or Les Paul. Charles, okay, yeah, you've seen the site then? Darlene, oldest guitar that I have is a 53 Gibson. It's 10 years older than me. You just admitted your age. That's amazing. A lot of people don't like to do that. A friend of mine had a great 76 Strat. He gave it. Okay. He gave it to his son a couple of years ago. Nice. There you go. That's cool. So, I guess another question. I don't know the definition of vintage, but I think a 79 Strat or Tele would be, it's vintage, but I don't know when that number kicks in or when that name kicks in. Like when does that actually get attached to something? What is vintage? Justin, Landon, any experience with the Fender Performer series? No, I've never tried one. Oh, there you go. Cool. They look nice. That's well, I can't even say they're cheap, but it's the cheapest priced American models, right? You got Tele and Surf Green. Yesterday, I'm loving it. Cool. They do. I know the series. It comes with a gig bag. It's got the American Yosemite pickups. I'm just going off memory. And then there's a humbucker and a single coil humbucker neck pickup and a single coil on the bridge, or you can get regular, standard 2 single coils. But I think the bridge or the neck pickup, I think it does coil. Can do coil tap, coil split, coil tap splitting, coil splatting. I'm just going to call it coil splatting to cover both. House 05. Wow, spelling. The typo that I found. The Music Master. A little typo. Vintage cars used to be anything 25 years or older. Okay. 25 is vintage. Jeez. So this is, this this Tele right here is a 2003, 2004. It always comes up as either or. Made in Mexico. It's getting up there then. It's almost vintage. 18 years old. 18? Oh, it's almost 20. Yeah, 19. Have US Martin D28 coming from Japan. My most scary thing I've ever done. Not sure that was a good idea. Oh, where'd you buy it from? Did you buy it through Reverb? Because if you bought it through Reverb, everything I've heard is they protect the buyer. So it should be okay. Chris saw my SG video. I think you bought it a couple days before I could. I'm drooling. I didn't buy it from Canada. I bought it from Hunt Club. Yeah. Blue Mustang. Cool, Steve. That must be something else. Yeah, so anyways, yeah. Oh my God, I feel old now. Thanks, Landon. There you go. Well, you're born in 2017, so it's kind of not that old. 95 is vintage. Yeah, it's it's crazy. 90s, right? Zach Thong, how's it going? I just watched a really cool video last night, video game related. It was one of the creators of Crash Bandicoot for PlayStation. It was in 96. He talks about the whole process of how they built the game and the PlayStation and everything. This is totally off topic, but just think it was 96. I guess it was in 94, 95 they were working on it. The original PlayStation had 2 megabytes of memory, 1 megabyte of video memory, and the CD-ROMs were 640 megs. That's what they worked with. I'm like, oh my God. I could do 130,000 polygons per second. That was it. I'm just thinking the 90s seems so long ago now. It's my perception of the 90s is changing. It's like I used to think it was modern. Now it seems old school. It's starting to feel like the 70s with bright colors. Like the tech is still crap. I don't know. Things have really advanced a lot in the past 10 years. Yeah, so that's one video I did. The vintage stuff. So don't be surprised if I buy something from 1979. Or I already have, and it's on the way. But I'm just pretending I didn't do that yet. Because it hasn't arrived yet. Just don't be surprised if I bought a 1979 Stratocaster off Reverb. Just don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if I bought a vintage 1979 Stratocaster in clear, natural finish, in mint condition, that might be, maybe. Don't be surprised if I do that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I did, but I'm just saying don't be surprised if it's already here beside me. No, it's not. What's next? The latest video, I just released it last night, my first Gretsch. And man, I feel like I don't know anything about guitars. When I get a new guitar that I've never tried before, same thing happened when I got, not the Gibson. What was it? There's something else. But I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Feels like, oh yeah, maybe it was a Gibson. I made a comment like, I know how to deal with the hardware for a Strat and a Tele and Jazzmaster and all the Fender stuff, but when it's like something totally different, I'm like, I don't want to touch it because it'll break, and doesn't make any sense. That's how I used to think about my Tele though. Like my first Tele, I'm like, I can't touch I can't take the strings off. It'll break the guitar, right? If you loosen the strings, the guitar breaks. Can't fix it. That's what I used to think. Excuse me. I drank too much coffee, and now it's Milan Husk wants a Black Beauty, but when I looked at the prices, geez, yeah, the one I looked at, it was listed for $13,000, mint condition. It's wine red, and it's almost 13 pounds. I think it was like 12 pounds, 11 or 12. Come on. Okay, Chris, they had the same SG at Canada gone, both stores around the same time. Yeah, I think I saw it listed. I'm closer to Hunt Club, so I went to that one. That's why. But I've been to Canada store quite often, or quite a few times. Midnight in November. I don't know anything about guitars. I don't feel like I do. It's weird. You don't really know what you know until you talk to somebody else. Like, I'm in computers, right? So you just, when you're working with people that are in that field, you're just saying all these acronyms and talking about it all the time. And then when you talk to somebody else that isn't in it, you realize how much you know. So, like, I can remember, that's like 15 years ago when I got my first Tele. I showed my friend. I'm like, look at this. It's got the pickups. They make a lot of noise. I don't know why. He's like, that's typical single coil. And I was like, what does that mean? I don't even know what he's saying. What is that single coil? What does that even mean? That was the start of it. And I bought a book years ago. I posted it, I think, on Instagram. Because if you want to get a good book, see if I can find my post. It's called The Guitar Handbook by by Ralph Denyer. And, I'll share the post. Why talk about it when you can share about it? Let's share about the post. If you can click on that. See, I don't know if you need an Instagram account to look at an Instagram post. I don't think you do. I think you just need it to reply. But there's a lot of math going on today, figuring out how everyone is converting Celsius to Fahrenheit. Bit of a throwback gamer. That's from Socom was better. I got the PlayStation. People call it the PS1. I'm like, I got the PlayStation in the summer of 96. So I had it pretty, I didn't get it on release, but I got it pretty soon after. I loved that thing. It was awesome. Such a jump in technology between that and I had a Super Nintendo and a Game Boy. Justin, the Gretsch looked nice. Is the Bigsby still taking it out of tune? It wasn't taking it out of tune too much. I just find the Bigsby really tight. Yep. Steve Rezer, I saw a 79 neck pocket pick, and I was like, he did it. You got it. Can I share that? Why don't I just share it? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can share. I got to figure out how to use these computers. These damn computers. No, I used to have it set up. OBS. It's pretty good. You can share your desktop. You can share a bunch of stuff. I'll figure out how to share it. I'll start sharing pictures on Instagram or on my community tab. The biggest factor. So yeah, I'll just say, you know what? There's how many people? There's not even that many people watching. We got like 55 people, which is cool. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying it's not like most people won't even see this. They won't even hear this part. I might timestamp this, but a 79 Strat. The biggest issue or the biggest factor was what kind of condition it's in, right, and the weight. So I found one, 79 Strat, and it's my God, I almost said it wrong. 7 pounds 11 ounces in a natural finish. Did I post a picture of it? I don't think I did. Oh, you know what? Here, I can do this. Here's what I'm going to do. I bought it from a vintage shop in California. So here, I'm going to share my guitar before I bought it. This is cool. Like, see, I'm hacking the system. You guys are going to see it's allegedly, right? Allegedly. This is allegedly my guitar. There's no proof. So go to that. See that. Does that link work? Allegedly, this might be my guitar. Why does he keep saying allegedly? The guy murdered the other person allegedly. They say that in the news all the time. It drives me nuts. He shot him point blank. We have it on video. Allegedly. Like, what? Stop saying that. They have to do it for, I don't know. So they can't be sued in case it's proven that the video was fake. I don't know. What is this allegedly stuff? It's allegedly. Okay, I'm going to close that. Does that work? Can you guys see that? Zach had the PS. He had the PlayStation. There's no PS1. It's just the PlayStation. It's like Spider-Man 1. What do you mean Spider-Man 1? What did he win? No, the first Spider-Man. It's like Star Wars 1. Nobody says Star Wars 1. They do actually. They said episode 1. Did you get it modded, Landon? Milan Haas. Did I get what modded? Sorry, I didn't see what the other part was. I'm kind of scrambling up and down the pager. DMAC, the guitar handbook is great. Had a copy back in the 90s. Yeah, it's awesome. It hasn't been updated. Like the one I have is, I guess it's like probably early 2000s. But it's like it talks about like famous artists, and you can kind of see where they stopped adding to it, because it's like, I don't know who the top artist was when they finally did the revision, the latest one. Lighter spring helped loosen the Bigsby. Notoriously stiff. Okay, good to know. See, I'm learning stuff. Here's what I feel though. I feel like that Gretsch was not a proper introduction into Gretsch. Possibly. I mean, the fit and finish and the quality is really good, but I think people are telling me the Filtertrons are the true sound. So there's a good chance. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to keep that guitar, right? I bought it to check it out. I'll probably trade it up for a different Gretsch or something. I don't know. We'll see. But I say this all the time. I don't keep all my guitars. I can't. Will you do you, Neo? Speaking of Neo, I just watched the new Matrix. Has anybody seen that? I don't want to say anything if you haven't, or if you did, Charles, biggest Strat factor for me? I'm guessing you meant Strat. Maple fretboard and white or cream body. John Stevens might consider getting a different spring for the Bigsby. Yeah, that's what people are saying. I saw that comment a bunch. People said that there's a different company that makes springs, I think. Spring. Why am I wearing my headphones? Brother from another mother. What's your favorite color? Guitar color? Blue. I've learned that recently. It's blue. Sega Genesis was cool. Yeah, I was a Super Nintendo guy. The whole 16-bit war. Let's see here. Did that not work? Chat not working? There we go. See you later, Chris. You're hilarious. Modded PlayStations. I never modded my PlayStation. I modded my Xbox. I had the original Xbox. Have you changed strings on the Gretsch yet? No. It's super low action, so I don't know if that's standard, but I think it was set up from LA Music. I think they did a setup on it when they got it. Electromatics. I keep seeing that in the comments too. And I'm seeing that. I'm just like, I don't know what that is. I got to go look it up. Okay. Try the more expensive Electromatics. Cool. Don't Gretsch it. I used to spell that name wrong all the time. All the time. Donkey Kong. Donkey King Country. Donkey Kong Country. Oh, they were good. Especially the first one. So did anybody check out that Instagram link? Did it work? Let's see if it worked for me. I just don't know if you need an account or not. Actually, I can test that. What am I doing here? I'll go into a browser that I'm not signed into. What do you see if you go to Instagram with no account? Oh, yeah, that works. Cool. Allegedly. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Hold on. I lost my window. Did I shut down the stream? No. We're good. We're good. Yeah, you don't need Instagram to look at Instagram. Moonlight, your Fender Pro II Dark Knight, do those come from Fender set up perfectly, or do they need a few tweaks? I bought mine from a store. Bought mine in Ottawa from Lauson Music, so they did a setup probably. So I don't know. I've never bought directly. We can't buy directly from Fender in Canada. They don't. It's not an option. You go to their website, you go to fender.com, you can't do add to cart. It's not a thing. Can't do that. Can't buy from the mod shop, you know. Okay, that's a good description. Charles, Electromatic, lightweight Les Paul with Filtertrons. Cool. Okay, so I can picture that. Dan has an account. There we go. John has, oh, yep, link worked. I had to look it on my burner phone, right? That's what you mean. We know. You got your burner phone. How's the new Gibson working out? Really good. I was just playing it last night. I was actually watching, Robert Baker was on. He had an Instagram live chat. He had his. I got the exact same one. I didn't realize it until after I was chatting with him. He's got the same one. I was playing that. It sounds really good clean too. And the it's got really bad neck dive, but it doesn't really matter because I'm sitting and the strap. Oh, you know what? I got something else to show. The strap I have, it's one of those Levy leather ones, like the thick ones, and it just like it grips your clothing. Or if you just don't wear a shirt, then it'll be even better. Just like, get sweaty and then it'll stick there. Okay, I got the G&L. I posted that. I got it yesterday. G&L, first G&L. I bought it from Sweetwater. It's a demo model, and I got it right here. I'm gonna bring it up. I think I got enough lighting in here. I've got a list, a 2022 list, and I'm going through all the brands. And I'm not saying I'm keeping everything. Like that's I usually for them now. So here it is. So I'll just I'm gonna work on a full demo, proper demo. Let me get my face out of the picture so it'll. I just won't talk for a minute. So. Here we go. I don't have all my lights set up like I normally do, but 8 pounds. Not bad. So being a demo model, I bought it and it had a discounted price, and there's I wouldn't say a ton of flaws, but there's some cosmetic issues and one thing I have to fix. So I'll have that all in the video, and I'll show like the whole price. A lot of questions. One question I always get is, can you buy from Sweetwater when you're in Canada? And I've never had an issue. I don't know. Like, apparently you can't buy Fenders. I think there might be like some kind of distribution rights to Fender or something. Not sure. And things might be different I don't think I've ever been sent a Fender product. I don't remember. And you'd have to ask them. I always tell people, I'm like, ask Sweetwater, because I don't have a clear answer. I've asked them, and sometimes the people I talk to, they don't know. So, let me know. I'll order in the States for you. Silver Bushman. Oh, you know what? I have an option. I actually have an option. So it's kind of got screwed up. This is for if I want to buy from Fender, I can do it. It's just, well, I guess I can do it now too. I just don't really want to go over right now. They have something. So I'm like maybe an hour away from New York state border, a town called Ogdensburg. And that town, it's a border town. They have a whole bunch of companies like UPS store, My US Address, Corp Center. I can't remember all the names. You can basically, you don't rent a mailbox, but you have an address, and then you pay a fee to pick up at that location. So you ship on behalf, and they hold it, and then you pick it up. And I've used it. I used it for years, and it's totally fine. It works. So could do that. The reason I couldn't do it for a while is the border was closed, and the dollar wasn't great, but it's a little bit better now. But it's still the travel part and going across the border. It's complicated right now. I don't even want to do it right now. It's because of the whole COVID testing and stuff. I haven't looked into what the latest is on that, so I don't even want to. Yeah, so that's the, I didn't say the name of the guitar. Oh, it says on the top. Oops. ASAT Classic. G&L. Made in Indonesia. The neck kind of looks like butter. Does that make sense? It's nice though. It's definitely different. It looks like they do a setup in California, so maybe they get them shipped over. Oops. I could say what the flaws are on it, but I'm actually going to make a video, and it's going to be like a whole bunch of, well, I'm going to do a full demo and everything, but part of the video is going to be like find the flaws. It'll be a game. We're going to play a game in the video, and I'll do like super close-ups of the whole guitar, and then people can try to figure it out, and I'll leave an answer. But actually, I found a couple extra things they didn't mention. So kind of, but if I look at the photos, I can actually see. So they describe as best they can on Sweetwater. I'm talking about Sweetwater. When you buy from them, they have the guitar gallery, and you look, and you can see everything. And they have like stickers that point out the flaws and why this is a demo or why it's a B stock. This is called a demo. I guess it was used, or who knows. But a couple issues on it. Nothing detrimental, right? It's all like cosmetic things. So if you go on there, you can find like sometimes you can find like a Pro II telly or something, and it'll have like finish cracks in the neck pocket. I'm like, is that worth $100 off to you, or $150 off? I think it might be. If it got worse, I don't know. Probably not. You know, but sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. Let me go back to that chat. SG, I think the SG is like Gibson's Telecaster. I can see that, except it's got the two-tone. Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, very simple, I guess. Somebody told me the pickups in that, so it's an SG standard in their modern line. It's not the 61 model. Somebody told me it's the same pickups that BB King had in his Lucille. Is it the 409R and 409T, I think? One sec here. That's a good question. Robert O'Brien, after playing such a large variety of instruments, which do you consider be your musical home is? Guitar and amp? Telly and Princeton. And the Princeton is recent. That's only the past couple of years. Before that it was Vox, but then I really got into the Fender amps. John, 8. Is that pounds? Bargain. You get Bogner either. Are you into Marshall amps at all? That's from Ye-Mate. I had a DSL 20HR. It was pretty good. What is your favorite amp for tellies? Oh, I just answered that. I have 2 Princetons. Mario, would you demo a BC Rich guitar? Probably not, unless somebody sent it to me. Is that the one with the crazy headstocks? They look like something that'd be in like Guar or something like that. Jeffrey, SG is the only one that he likes from Gibson. I'd like a Les Paul if I could find a light one that wasn't so expensive. Solaris Moon. Hey guys, what's going on? We are talking about pianos and cars. Should I get a Gibson SG? Chat just jumped. Oh no, it moved. What the hell? Should I get a? Mario's asking, should I get a Gibson SG Tribute or a BC Rich Mockingbird Legacy? Get whatever you feel. Go with your gut. That's what I say. Looks nice. I like the color. Talking about the GNL. Yeah, it's butterscotch blonde. I think they use that name. Pretty sure. Chris, have you ever ordered from Andertons? Yeah, I did once. I bought. Exchange rate and shipping would be brutal, I figure. It, you know what? I will find the video because I talked all about it. So Chris, let me find the video. This is it'd be almost 2 years ago now. Let me see if I can find it. I got bad gas for a purple classic vibe telly. Let me see if I can find the video. It was October 2020. So, man, 2020 is 2 years ago now. 2020. Was it 2021? No. was 2020. Just finding the video, scrolling through my list. January, purple. Tell you, what did I call it? Is it that one? Limited edition. Okay, it might be this one. If it's not, there would be a link to it. Where is you is? Here, I'm going to tag you. Chris. There you go. Check out that video. Pretty sure it's answered in there. All about the, I don't remember. Oops. I just clicked away from the chat. There we go. I'm back now. Yeah, so try that. Mila, I want to support my local store, but I'm waiting for over 4 months. Yeah, that's common. That's like, I same thing. I was gonna get a Telly, American Original Telly, 2 years ago. I ordered it from LA Music. I got them to order one in, and it was like, I think it was like 10 months in. I'm like, never mind, it's okay. And then I got the Pro II Telly instead, so no regrets. And speaking of which, the rumor is that, I said this rumor for months, but the American Original series from Fender, I think they're replacing it. And they're supposed to announce stuff. I've heard next week, Fender's coming out with a bunch of new stuff. So I don't know if they're upgrading things or replacing things, but who knows? I'm curious. I always like seeing the Fender stuff. That's. I guess you could call me a Fender fanboy if that's, I'm not like only Fender, but it's what I started on. So it's what I'm kind of most at home with, maybe. That's the best way to say it. I'm curious if anybody's tried the American version of that. Do they call it the same thing? The names don't mean anything to me right now still because they're kind of confusing. I don't know what the ASAT stands for. I'm sure it's an acronym. Yeah, like what has anybody tried? And the headstock doesn't bug me. It kind of looks like, I guess it kind of looks like a guy with a big nose. I don't know, it's not too bad. Some people don't like the pick guard, but I don't know. In the hand, it feels really nice. And it's got more like curves. It's more rounded, I think, than a standard Telly. Anyways. Video coming soon. Watch it, Mike. What I was going to say was, yeah, like the price difference is pretty big. That one was, I got that in discount. I'll mention in the video, but I think it was $539 US instead of $580. It was like $50 off, I think, for $50 US. So that's like 75 Canadian. Anyways, I priced it out. I actually was going to buy one from a Canadian store, and they had it for sale on Reverb. I made an offer because you can do offers, right? I asked for like 5% and they didn't respond. So I said, never mind. Forget about it. So it was actually cheaper. So yeah, I'll do the whole price breakdown in the video. It was actually cheaper, conversion, taxes, than buying a new one. And hopefully it would be because it was a demo. That was the idea. I just wanted to get my hands on one, and that was the only way. So nobody here has them. They're not in stock anymore. Like, nobody carries that brand. Alan just arrived. How's it going? Silver Bushman, Guitar Center is brief. Not sure what that means. Well, that G&L certainly got the room buzzing. 490s. Did I say 409? That's what I meant. I'm an expert. I'm a Gibson expert. I don't know how people remember all these names and stuff. Solaris Moon, Sweetwater's 15 minutes away from me. It's the same as any store. The stickers are what others on Evil Bay have used to show damage. I'm not sure what that means. What the stickers are what others on Evil Bay have used. I know you're saying eBay, but nothing there much to write home about. Most are used guitars. Okay. Don't knock Guar. Oh no, I'm not knocking them. I'm saying that's their style. BC Rich. BC Rich, I picture like the Mad Max remake when the guy had the guitar and he was shooting flames, stuff like that. Uh-huh. Jeff, you need to get another Vox amp. Try AC10 or 15. I've had both. I've had multiple 15s. I'm good. I'm good with the Princeton. Oh, there we go. Music therapy, Laz. I clicked. I'm here. What's up? I got you. The clickbait. See, it works. You just say clickbait, and people are like, oh, it's clickbait. I got to click on that. Moonlight, do you play bass guitar too? I wouldn't say I really do. I have one, and I've used it on backing tracks. I can do a little bit of boom, 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 boom. That's my bass. I can't slap at a bass like Paul Rudd. You know. A big Les Paul comparison would be interesting. Supposedly Epiphone Les Pauls are super close to Gibsons these days. I believe it. Yeah, it's just getting my hands on a Gibson Les Paul. They're really expensive. Let's just say, supposedly, allegedly, the 79 Strat that I allegedly bought, it costs less than a new Les Paul Standard. Am I saying that right? I think so. Allegedly. If you just say allegedly for everything, then nobody can hold you to your word. That's why they do it on the news, right? Well, you said the guy murdered his wife. Well, we said allegedly. Oh, okay. That's fine. Then it doesn't matter. Silver Bushman, I definitely feel the need for a purple Telecaster. They actually have that model now. It was just an Andertons exclusive for maybe a year. And then I saw one at Long and McQuade. Long McQuade's right there, right in my room. I don't know why I'm pointing over. I saw one. I'm like, oh, somebody must have bought that one and they're selling it used. But no, they have it as a Fender special run in Canada. I think, pretty sure it's like Andertons, right? They do special runs in the UK. Then you got Sweetwater. They do some in the States. Then you got Chicago Music Exchange. Pretty sure. Do they actually exchange music? Like if you're like, I got a song, would you trade me? Would they do that? Probably not. And then Long and McQuade, they do Fender special runs. Those are like the four. I'm sure there's more because there's so much, everything about stuff. Soylent bodies are made of people. Hey, it's 2022. Did you know that? Soylent Green was set in 2022. It's made of guitars. Music Therapy Labs. I'm picking up a Silver Sky SE in Moon Cheese White. Is that a thing? Just for the heck of it. They have a white model? I didn't think they did. Maybe you didn't mean the SE? Anyways. Thoughts? I think you're pulling my chain. Vintage is considered 25 years old. Oh, wait. What happened? Did the chat just jump back? Did somebody just go back in time? No vintage is 50 years old. There you go. ASAT is anti-satellite. Now I know. I'm going to use that. That's from Ed. Electric Spanish. Atari for the win. Yeah, I got this shirt with my copy of E.T. when I bought 10 copies of E.T. back in 1983. I've been going an hour. I think we'll go a bit more. I'm having a guitar and having fun. Vintage is usually taken. Oh shit! The chat just jumped. Taken as 25 years old, but vintage doesn't mean valuable. Vintage means 25 years old. Yeah, valuable vintage. Silver Bushman, 120 off if you had 2 finished body neck flaws. We're talking about probably the demo models on Sweetwater. Andrew Wilton, hey Landon, fellow Canadian. Oh, yeah, how's it going? You may have mentioned a few already, but just curious, what are some of your favorite bands, musicians? Seems you like the Beatles. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like Beatles. Let me pull up my music playlist here, see what I've been listening to. That's usually the quickest way I can do it. My library. Okay, we got Radiohead, George Harrison, David Bowie, a lot of British stuff. Jeff Buckley. Why did I say Jeff Beck? Manic Street Preachers. Stone Temple Pilots, listen to a lot. Rufus Wainwright, Badfinger, ELO, Pink Floyd, Keane, The Verve. What else we got here? Pearl Jam. Did I say Pink Floyd? Beatles. Yeah. Stuff like that. Things. Yeah. Used to love Green Day. I used to be like in the 90s. Chris Cornell. I really like his solo album, Euphoria Morning. Used to be a big fan of Soundgarden too. It's weird. It changes over time, right? Big Wreck. I haven't listened to them lately, but that gives you an idea, I think. Oh, there you go. Noah is in Harrisville, New York, just south of Ogdensburg. Maybe I've driven through it because I've driven past Ogdensburg. I always want to say Ogdensburg. I've driven past to Watertown. What else? I've been in Messina. That's a little bit east, I guess. Back when it was easy to cross the border. John, you already have Gretsch and GNL crossed off your 2022. Can we expect Reverend next? That one might be tougher unless I can. They're a lot more expensive, so we'll see if I can find a deal. I try to find deals, right? Usually not the most expensive guitar. What is a guitar? That's a good question. I don't even know. What is the definition of a guitar? It's like a piano with no keys. I guess that's probably what I'd go with. I just Googled Long McQuade. Thought it was a local mom and pop shop. They're huge. They started as a mom and pop shop. I'm pretty sure they're still publicly or privately owned. So they kind of are, but they have like 90 stores. So is that considered a mom and pop shop? Be like, say like Andertons opened a store in every city in the UK. Is that still a mom and pop shop? Because like it's different, right? Sweetwater is one location and they ship out from there. And I guess Guitar Center. I don't know Guitar Center that well, right? I've been to the one in Times Square. I think I've been to a Sam Ash also. I don't know the stores that well, so I don't know how to compare it. Maybe Long & McQuade is kind of like Guitar Center. But is Guitar Center a private company or is it a publicly traded? I don't know. Oh, Lost, favorite Beatles album. Abbey Road. That wasn't a question. I was just jumped. Chad has a flux capacitor. Goes back to 1985. Allegedly, PC Rich was Slash's first main guitar. Still plays them live. I saw Guns N' Roses in 2017. I can't remember. Milan Husk. I love the Long McQuade in Winnipeg. I think I've seen that one because Samurai Guitarist. I think he did a video on it. Yeah. Victor's in Costa Rica. How's it going? You don't want to talk about the weather. I'm sure it's probably nicer there. I'm assuming it's warm. Radiohead. You might have probably heard about it. I heard about them. Anderson has a few nice Telecaster. Andertons, or probably. Joy Buzzer, you mentioned Badfinger. I know Joey Mullen pretty well. I've jammed with him. Wow, cool. Yeah, he's like the last one. He's the last. He's like the, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I really like Badfinger. One of my favorite bands. Google says ASAT guitar stands for anti-satellite. I'm sure I can go on GNL's site and figure it out. Rush Rocks, Alex Amp Tech lived 3 blocks from me. Hey, there you go. I don't know Rush very well. And people are like, you're not Canadian. I don't know the Tragically Hip that well. I'm talking about their music in general. I know the bands, obviously. I know they're huge to the fans. It's just not, can't be into everything, right? Like, thought you were going to say Ogdensville. How about North Haverbrook? That's where the monorail was. I'm sure they took Ogdensburg and just switched and made that name for that Simpsons episode back 30 years ago when they made that Simpsons episode 30 years ago. Simpsons is vintage, right? Pick up a Yamaha Revstar. That might be, I have Yamaha on my list. It's either going to be like one of the Pacificas or maybe a Revstar. 5 hours from me, my friend has family in Watertown. Oh, Watertown. Yeah, I mentioned that. I've been to Watertown. Why did I go there? I think shopping. Went shopping there? Is that a thing? Hofner bass. Have you tried a Rickenbacker? Rickenbacker. I haven't. They're not very common around here. They used to have some at Long McQuade. They're another pricey guitar. They're like, we're talking like $3,000. Like, you gotta be a doctor or a doctor's dentist or something. Darlene Long McQuade invented Traynor amps. Yeah, same company. Yorkville. Same, I don't know if Yorkville is the parent company of Long McQuade or if it's like, they're just like different divisions or something, but yeah. eBay saying 15 years is vintage. That's stupid. That's too old. Too young. Victor, I see a casino in the background. There's a casino here? I see slot machines. No, yeah, I did a video on that. I'd love to check out an Epiphone 335. There's like this Blueberry Burst one, and I was gassing for that a little bit after I got that one, but they're sold out. So maybe if I can find one used or something. What's the humidity in your guitar room? Oh, I can show you right now. Can I stretch this over far enough? I have a clock radio here. There. Oh, it's not focusing. Now is it focusing? I don't know if that's showing up. What am I doing? 37 RH. It's usually around 35. It's a little bit. Yeah, it's generally around 34, 35. Pretty good. My basement is really, really nice. I was trying to hide my face because it's so ugly. No, the camera focuses on your eyes. It's like an eye sensor. So yeah, ES335 maybe one time. Maybe get one somewhere. American Standard Telecaster. Is that what it is? Is that what the ASAT is? AT. I think it's a Star Wars character. It's the ATS ASAT. Santrix, have you ever heard about Banano? Nope. I have not heard about Banano. I like to apples and bananos. That's a Raffi song. Long McQuade bought up the Mother's Music locations, especially Mother's Music. Is that a store? Really expanded their network of stores. Back in the day, there were 2 main stores to Gear Out West. Oh, okay, so they bought up some stores. Yorkville Amplifier. Crips. I can't read that. Cryptops. How do you say that word? It's crypto and psi. Crypto psi is a pretty nice Canadian grindcore band. Oh, the Atari shirt. Yeah, I mentioned that. I mentioned I don't know if it was in a live stream or in a video. When I started doing keep a ping pong paddle. Sorry, I'm going to read that in a sec. When I started doing YouTube years ago, like it's been, it'll be 6 years. And I remember thinking about the t-shirt I was going to wear in the video, being like, I better wear a nice t-shirt because people are going to say stuff about the t-shirt. And then nobody would say anything. I'm like, who cares? I'm just not even, who cares? I don't know what I was thinking. And now people comment on the t-shirts. So what goes around comes around. That's the saying, right? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. What did John say? Keep a ping pong paddle on your desk to cover your face when you hold things up to the camera. That's a good tip. I think I have one. It's in my ping pong paddle room. Left it there. Yep. Greg Epiphone ES 339 Pale and Blue. I didn't know they did a 339 on Epiphone. That's cool. Yeah, that'd be the smaller body. So that'd be like the Casino Coupe then, right? When I hear Casino Coupe, I think of a car. So I'm driving the sedan, and then there's a coupe also. You should check out Banano if you like bananas. It's like bananas, but as if they were digital currency. I like bananas a little bit, so not too much. I'm not crazy for bananas. My grandma had 80% in basement. Hey, I have it to 40% now. Yeah, 80 is pretty moist. The moisture, that's not good, right? With that, I'll probably rot the wood. So actually, that was a comment. I made a stupid video, and I said, "Is it okay to hang your guitars on the wall?" And I was just talking about like, is it safe to keep them hanging, like they won't fall down and stuff. And then you can watch the video if you want. It's pretty dumb. But then a lot of comments were like, the humidity. People are yelling in the comments. Here, I'll read some of the comments. Here, you know what? Let's talk about it. Let's go find the video here. It's a shorts video, and I wasn't even wearing shorts when I made it. Let's find it here. It's called "Is It Safe to Hang?" Get a shareable link. I like to share the links because then you know what I'm talking about. So that's a video, and it's meant to be like not full screen. If you click on it, what happens? Open a new tab. Oh, that's not the right link. Does that work? No. Sorry about that. Let me hold on a sec. I don't think that link makes sense. That's probably like an internal link or something. Let me remove that. Let me go to the actual video. Yeah, I'm dumb. That was the edit. That was like the edit the video thing. Share. Maybe that was the right link. Try it again. If you don't succeed, what kills you makes you stronger. Try that. Is that the same link though? Okay, anyways, the point was my thing was like, is it safe to hang the guitars on the walls? And then I'm like, have you been to a guitar shop? They all do it. And then it became a conversation in the comments about room moisture and humidity. And I didn't even think of that because I'm like, my room's like pretty solid in keeping the temperature at a constant, and I don't have any issues. But yeah, that's a consideration. So one guy said, let me see if I can find it here. He's yelling at me. And I know he's yelling because it was all caps. Where the hell is it? Oh my God, it's 1:30 already. I think I'm going to wrap it up in a bit. I've been going for an hour and a quarter. So yeah, let me see here. This is what he said. So I said, is it safe to hang your guitars on the wall? And he said, well, your example is not good. Guitar Center has lots of dried fret swell guitars. For that reason, remember those guitars are going out the door, and the ones that sit go bad. So I say, no, it is not a good idea for any duration of time. Temperature shifts and dryness are killers for neck issues mainly, but not limited to fret swell, shrinkage, and drying wood. Let me just copy if that didn't make any sense, let me just copy and put it in the, that's what he said. Oh, it's too many characters. I gotta trim, oh my God. Okay, I'll just trim off that part. There we go. Yelling at me. Don't yell at me. Just making a video. Considering a secret hanger in the back, PRS gig bag. Oh, that's pretty cool. Somebody mentioned that. I don't know if I'd ever remember to use it. What's the humidity, Kenneth? How do they attach the guitar to the shirt? Okay. There we go. I'm going to stop this now and go and timestamp it. Maybe I'll change the thumbnail to be a little bit more clickbaity because it wasn't really clickbaity. So, all right, cool. Thanks for joining in. And if you did a super chat, thanks for the super chat. And oh, I don't know if you can see it down there. There's a Supro amp. I'm doing a video on a Supro amp coming up, and then a G&L video. So maybe those will, I think the Supro amp I'm going to do first, and then the G&L one after that. And then we'll see what else happens. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it for the year. 2 videos and I'm done. And that's it. Okay. All right. Have a good weekend. I'm going to stop the stream. Just like that. You just click it. Okay, good. We're off. Now I can say all the mean things I want to say about everybody.